Hammer gang, cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. You win some and you lose some, but you live to fight another day. Jason Marshall, one of the Palmetto 5, today has announced that he will be committing to the University of Florida. He did not choose Miami. Now, for whatever odd reason he didn't choose Miami, it is what it is. I know most of the time when kids don't pick Miami, or they don't come, not all the fan base, but some of the fan base get to bashing the kid. It is what it is. It's his decision. He gotta make it for him. It's a business decision at the end of the day for that kid. Now, don't be mad at the kid. It is what it is. Whatever Dan Mullen and the whole coaching staff that was selling them up there, he bought it. So kudos to them. I don't have no respect for the Gators, though, to be honest with you. They scare the players every season. They always got an excuse. Now, they've been going back and forth with us this whole recruiting cycle. Players, it's been between us and them, plain and simple. Tallahassee ain't nowhere to be found, to be honest with you. Half of these recruits, half of these kids could give two craps about Florida State. They could. They really don't care. Now, we've been going back and forth with Florida this whole recruiting cycle. We've been kicking their ass. We've been knocking their ass out. Plain and simple. We owned them so far. So they finally got one on us. It is what it is. Now, next is Collier. That's who's left for the Palmetto 5. We got 3 so far. The Gators took 1, and Collier, whenever he decides to make his decision, we'll find out. Now, 4 out of 5 ain't bad. That's 80%. It ain't failing. And even if we get 3 out of 5, it's still a great look for Miami. We just came off of a 6-7 season. So this is a win for Miami. Like I've been preaching and I've been hyping it up. Stay home, make the crib great again. Make Miami great again. Put on for your city. Anybody who has watched any of my recruiting videos for the past month or so, they know it's put on for your city. The kids in Miami has been putting on for Miami. So we took a L on this one, but it ain't over yet. Now, keep this in mind, guys. Keep this in mind. These recruits are for the 2021 season. 2021. We haven't even played 2020 season yet, which at this moment, I hate to say it, but at this moment, we might not have a 2020 season. It might not happen. We're all praying and hoping that we do have a season. Trust me, I'm praying more than probably anybody that we have a season, because football is life. Miami Hurricane football is life. I'm sorry. Miami Hurricanes football is life, because I could care less about the NFL. I don't really watch the NFL until it's like playoffs and Super Bowl, keeping it real. But yeah, man, Florida picked up Jason Marshall. Now, just because he went to Florida doesn't mean any of his stats change. Doesn't mean the way I felt about him as a player changed. This kid was incredible. He's going to go on to do great things for Florida if he ends up signing with them. Keep that in mind. Sign. The word is sign. These kids haven't signed with nobody yet, so keep that in mind. We got great recruits right now, but they ain't put nothing on no dotted line yet, so keep that in mind. Anyways, guys, let's talk 2020. Now, De'Aaron King said that basically if we don't have a 2020 season, he will return. He will return. He will come back to play for Miami. So Miami versus Alabama, that would be De'Aaron King as starting quarterback. Now, what does this mean for a guy like N'Kosi Perry, a Tyler Van Dyke and those guys. Oh, you can't see my hand. They might stay, they might go. Who knows? They might even stay an extra year. But the quarterback room is going to be deep. All our position groups is going to be deep. It's going to be competition, bro. We're going to be deep in almost every position. It's going to be a crazy, crazy 2021 if we don't have a 2020 season. Now, a lot of players around the league are starting to opt out of playing football this season. Miami's best player, the great Gregory Rousseau, has already announced that. He told Manny Diaz that he will not be playing this season. So I'm not sure if Miami has that star, that player with that NFL stock that could say, you know what, I'm gonna sit out too. Only name that comes to mind right now is probably Rochi. And you know, he just transferred in. We haven't had any confirmation that he would sit out or he would return like De'Aaron King said. But over 30 players already has said they're not playing, has opted out. And these are top players. So I wouldn't expect anybody that hasn't had any phenomenal season or any phenomenal tapes to sit out. But you got to keep this in mind. A lot of these kids, man, their parents, they're getting in their ear. They're letting them know, hey, look, it ain't safe to play. It is what it is. But one thing I do know, if we do have a season, it won't be a regular season. It's going to be one of those seasons where it's a lot of excuses. It's a lot of asterisks everywhere. Whoever wins this championship, trust me, there's going to be a lot of fans from other teams that's going to be talking down on this championship. Oh, you only won it because of this player wasn't playing, this player sat out, this player didn't return. You know, this player was quarantined for 2 weeks. It's going to be some asterisks. It's going to be like that. Now, if the season get cut short and they have to pick it back up, that's going to be a whole nother talk too. You can't get away from the asterisk. It's going to be an asterisk. Now, at the end of the day, they do play a championship game. Whoever win it, it is what it is. You won. You overcame all the corona odds. Nobody can take that from you. But anyway, guys, Jason Marshall, committed to the University of Florida. Get down in the comment section. Tell me how y'all feeling. We might not have a season. How y'all feel about that?